All right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Just gonna basically just gonna talk for about 5 minutes, so some people can join in and just hop on. And then we're gonna do writing sprints. My way of doing it is basically half an hour for the first round, 45 minutes for the next round, and then last bit go as long as you can. And yeah, that's just basically how my process works for doing sprints. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to join in. I may just start hopping on social media to share this about so people can hop on in and know that it's live. For anyone who is here, if you have people who you know who would be interested in joining for running sprints, just share it with them now. And yeah, 5 past, we'll get going and we'll get started on the first half an hour of sprinting. Firstly, make sure that you've got, Simon, hi. Everyone, just make sure that you've got your hydration and stuff. So I've got my water, I've got my tea, I've got some snacks as well, because brain doesn't work if you don't have stuff to nourish it. So yeah, just grab some stuff, grab some people to come along as well. Yeah, let me just drop the links in places so people know what's up. Now live, people. And hopefully we'll get some work done. I am raring to go. I've got so much that I've got to do. Now live for writing sprints. Boom. Okay, got a couple of people. Just let that know, and hopefully more people will hop on in. Before we do that, just out of interest for anyone who is here right now, what is it that you guys are planning on working on today? Is there a specific project or something you want to get done? Even if it's not writing, it's just like homework or something like that, just drop it in the comments and let me know, and hopefully this will help and you'll get it done. Simon, I know you're here. Just what is it that you're planning on working on today? And Ralph is, who else is here? Just let me know what you're planning on working on as well. Me, I'm doing working on book 2 of my trilogy, hoping to finish the first sequence of this book, and then when sequence 1 of book 2 is done, I'm going to go back and start revising book 1 because I finally got all of my beta feedback, and I know how to improve. So hopefully I'll be able to improve it. I'm also hoping to get the cover artwork, or at least the start of the cover artwork being that's currently being commissioned. That will hopefully happen this month / next month. So I'm very excited to see what book 1's cover is going to look like. So I just got to contact my designer to see where that's at. But yeah, very exciting stuff. I've got my headphones as well ready. I just realized, for anyone who's listening, actually, just shout out because maybe that's once for me. I use Raycon for my headphones because I don't like the ones that are like, so these ones have the little spongy bit that goes in your ear. I hate those kind of headphones, but on Raycon it's actually really, really comfortable, which is weird because I don't like it anywhere else. But that's the situation. But yeah, before we start in about 2 minutes, what is everyone planning on working on? I know I ramble on, but everyone is allowed to just drop. From Simon, I'll probably be working on a D&D thing. Oh, very nice. Oh yeah, I think you've mentioned that you played D&D before. I hope that goes well. Creating tabletop games are so much fun. Insanely complicated. I think it's more complicated than novel writing, if I'm honest, game writing. So mad respect. From SR, sci-fi short story. Oh, very nice. I love a bit of sci-fi. I haven't read that much recently, but I should probably get into reading some more. I've seen a few sci-fi films recently, but definitely need to expand my sci-fi reading instead of just film. But yeah, so we've got quite a few people here. So should be ready to go. Let me just get my headphones ready. As I was mentioning before, for anyone who is here, make sure you do have some stuff to keep yourself hydrated. It is really, really important to make sure that you're hydrating while sprinting, because it's really good to kind of focus you up more. Just from Tia here, just started summer break, so I'm planning to start properly writing. Yeah, I'm glad to help, Tia. That's great. I wish you luck. And then from Simon, I actually just finished a huge project this week, a sci-fi murder mystery, which is my final project for the course I'm taking. Oh, very cool. Oh, you and SR should connect. Oh, I've just read. Sorry, Archangel, I just realised I missed you. Your fantasy story, trying to finish at least the first chapter. Good luck. I hope this helps out. All right, it's amazing. Everyone's stuff sounds really, really cool. All right, so it is time to dive in. Get your water, get your headphones, and hold on, let me get the correct playlist for me. I have a specific playlist for all of my writing, because otherwise I can't write properly. But yeah, we got it. So we're going to go for half an hour for this first round. Do I have this turned on? No, now I do. So yeah, half an hour starting now. I'll start speaking again when we're ready to stop and discuss. And let's go. All right, first sprint done. For anyone who may just be finishing up, just start popping back in if you want to, or if you want to keep going, you can. You just may want to mute this because I'm definitely going to be chatting a little bit here. Did pretty well. Just finished one chapter. We're just about to start getting to the main section here of the novel. Well, not the main section. The journey is just beginning, basically, is what's happening here. Just got to get the next chapter section ready to go. Jamie. I'm feeling pretty good about it. How's everyone else done with all the work that they've got going on? Just share this. Has everyone else done pretty well with what they wanted to do so far, or is most folks just kind of there? Technically, yes. So I technically done like, I think 2 pages already of it. Some of my chapters can be quite short. This one in particular actually was quite a short chapter. How many pages was this chapter actually? Hold on, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this was only 6 pages. So my chapters aren't always that long. Oh, from Archangel. I'm definitely enjoying it so far, covering a concept of having people gifted at multiple types of this schooling. Oh, that's cool. And honestly, mate, don't feel bad. Like, so many people do it differently just in general. So technically I'd started on this chapter, but my chapters are usually kind of just short in general. Like, the average length of my chapters is between 6 to 10 pages. Sometimes it can be a little bit longer. I think there's one that's like nearing 20 pages. But it depends. So this is kind of like near the start. So I think I've only got like 4 or 5 chapters of this section at the moment. But I find that writing short chapters for me personally is just a lot better for me. Just because I feel like I can get more to happen. Like, it feels like more happens in it. So it's just kind of, I feel I like doing it in like bunches that kind of help the reader as well as for me. But lots of people do it different. I like, was it like Brandon Sanderson, Evan Winters as well, Ursula Le Guin as well, who I've been reading recently. All their chapters are like insanely long. What are your formats in the document? So I do all my stuff on Google Docs, and can I share? Let's see if I can share my page actually. Share screen. Yeah. Do Chrome tag. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. Are you seeing this? Yeah. Let's do it with me. There we go. So I'll do it this way actually, so you guys can see a bit more. So the way in which I do this is like, so we'll start it here. So this is, the chapters kind of run like this, but the way in which my sequences go is more kind of just like, oh yeah, you guys see. So I already showed a little bit because I was like, oh, I don't actually want to give too many spoilers for anything. But the way I do it is in sequences. So I break things up into sort of like the different acts. And then I have my chapters in between it. So sequence 1 is kind of like the start of act 1. The way in which I do things actually, hold on, let me share my screen again actually. This is something I think will be really useful for you guys to see. Yeah, we'll do is share my entire screen. Sorry, you guys are going to see me at the moment. So this is the thing that I do. So I use Campfire Pro for the start of my thing here. If I do, so I'm just going to pop it here. So the way in which I do it is I break things up in, oh, maybe I do need to show it here. I do things by the 5-act structure. So I have exposition, inciting incident, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. And that just kind of really helps with, do I have it in a different area? There we go, actually. I can show it on here. That'll work. Yeah, so this is, so it's called the Freytag pyramid, but I do it based on the 5-act structure here, basically. I find this is a bit more complicated. So I don't have the complication reversal. I have the exposition, inciting incident, sort of the rising action. They're kind of the same bit. Climax, falling action, denouncement, or resolution. And I find this really, really useful to kind of help plan out my stories, but it's also how I break up the sort of structure of the sequences as well. So the exposition to the inciting incident ish is kind of what sequence 1/sequence 2 are. Then rising action to the climax is like sequence 3, 4, and then falling action and denouncement are sequence 5 and 6. I usually end up with like 6 different sequences. At least that's what I've found. And it's really, really useful. Screenception, I know. I saw that first one, I was like, oh dear. So standard, but your line spacing is unique. Yeah, so I do it in double line spacing because I feel like it's easy to stand out. I do it in the Laura font. Yeah, so I do the Laura font, double line spacing, but I also do it as justified in terms of the spacing as well. And sorry, Tia, I just saw your thing here as well. I have a story premise, which is something I've been trying to come up with for a while. I've also done some world building. Very nice. World building is so hard. So I give major props that you are working on your world building as well. The things that I've been starting, so like the trilogy that I'm working on at the moment, there's like a level of world building. So I've basically created an entire town and forest, but it's kind of not as complex. It's kind of like our own world, but sort of slightly separated. So it's a little less difficult, but major props to anyone who's doing world building. But yeah, so my process is kind of simple in how it's done. So what I want to do for this first sequence is get it to the point where my 2 main characters like briefly meet each other for the first time. And that's kind of where everything starts to go. So at the moment, I'm doing the lead up to it. I don't know if anyone here is or was one of my betas. I'm not too sure. Sorry, I've just seen it. I rambled for 2 pages. Honestly, ramble as much as you want when you're working on things. This is the thing. I talk so much crap in the first couple of drafts of my writing. And it's good to kind of get all your ideas out. I think that's the whole thing. You want to get everything out all at once and then go through and edit it all later. And that's basically kind of what I do. Also then get betas. So do your editing, get betas, get feedback, revise it again. Once it's revised, get another round of betas, revise that again, and then do your alphas, who are like your main sort of editors, like final sort of critique partners. I don't know if this was to me. I have tried D&D. I've played it a few times. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot of fun. I prefer Call of Cthulhu, admittedly, but that may be because I've written more for Call of Cthulhu than D&D. From Tia, are you an outliner? I am very much an outliner. I like to have a concrete idea of where I want the story to go, how I want it to reach that point, and all these sort of things. So the Campfire Pro that I just showed, I have everything sort of lined out. It doesn't always follow it exactly, but having at least that main, like the sort of the basic plan of the outline is really, really helpful for me. What's this? You can always take stuff out and refine stuff in second draft. Oh, 100%. If I'm honest, the 4th draft is where it's always a lot better. First draft, shit. Second draft, a little bit better. Third draft, kind of makes sense now. 4th draft, basically near perfect. I'm going into doing my 3rd draft at the moment after having my betas. I had betas coming at the 2nd draft stage, so they've seen it at the 2nd draft element. Because I wanted other perspectives to see where to improve. Because I had an idea of how I needed to improve it, but I didn't fully know. So having betas coming in at that point was really, really useful. And it's going to help a lot in how I revise it for draft 3. And then I can perfect it for draft 4. Just for this, my font size, that's a good question. 12 for the normal text, and then for like the chapter titles, I do 18. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just realised my battery's about to start dying on my laptop, so I'm gonna have to plug that in. Let me go plug that in. I'll be back. Chat amongst yourselves. Right. If you guys haven't already gotten a drink or anything yet, be sure to do something. I'll take this off actually because I've worn this a little bit longer than I'm meant to. I'm only meant to wear these for max 20 minutes. Oh, ow. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, everyone, if you haven't already, go grab a drink and a little snack of some kind. And then at 10:02, we'll go into our next round of sprinting. And there, I think we're going to aim for 45 minutes, which should take us to 1:45 for the next round. So, like, basically, at this point, an hour from now. Yes, no. Is that correct? I don't know. Time's hard, especially when we're in different time zones. Oh, wait. If we do to half past of the next hour, that's technically not 45 minutes, but that's like close enough. But yeah, so everyone go grab a drink and a snack. I realize I'm eating on camera, so I'm sorry, everyone. Maybe I should do like a mukbang in future. Oh no. Okay, now I choke. Great. Time to construct. I can hear that. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm about to die on camera, everyone. Hold on. Jesus. The only time I believe in is this is how you lose the time war. The only time is a time war. Highly recommend this, by the way. I haven't read it myself, but I've heard good things. But for anyone who's looking for time travel and gay characters, this is what you want. An announcement for queer stuff coming soon as well, actually, which I will be posting in next week. Next week. You will learn what I am talking about here. Your second liter of water. Water is good, but also don't drink too much at the same time, because I've heard horror stories. But stay hydrated all the same. Oh my god. Can't believe I nearly died on camera. This is what custard creams do to me. I'll eat them too quickly. But oh, fun fact, everyone who's here for my Percy Jackson stuff. I promise not to die. I've just seen this to anyone who's don't die. I promise not to die. Well, I'll die eventually, because that's life. But I promise not to die on camera, because that would absolutely be horrifying. But okay, let's pop the lid back on here, because knowing me, I will spill it. Just realised this is the only time that I realise when I'm on camera like this, I need to get my hair reshaved, because it looks weird now without the shave part. I eat too quickly all the time. Honestly, it's so easy to do, but so irritating when you then start to die because of it. Okay. All right, everyone. Let us begin the next round, and we'll go to half past the time, because that I can count to ish. So yeah, everyone get your stuff ready, and let go. You got another brother? Got both again? 4090? Yeah. All right, everyone, that is the next round finished for the sprinting. I just finished another chapter, so I'm feeling pretty good. And yes, to everyone, my chapters are very short, so don't worry, do not compare, none of that stuff. I don't actually know how long that chapter was. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages that time around. My chapters will probably need to be adapted at some point because they are very short. But I'm feeling pretty good. The action is kind of building up at the moment. We're about to head into the forest. And soon my two main characters will be meeting once again. I'm very, very excited. How has everyone else done? Oh, Archangel. Nearly finished with my first chapter. Very nice. Huge props, everyone. Clap to it, clap to it. Incredible stuff. How about everyone else? Also, is everyone hydrated? I'm going to keep asking because I want to make sure everyone's staying hydrated because I never remember to stay hydrated. Rolls initiative. Oh, well done. Thank you very, very much. Also, general question as well for everyone who's been working. Does anyone else here listen to music whilst they write? Or because I hear that it's actually very uncommon for people to listen to, or at least to music with lyrics whilst they write. Like so many writers that I know don't listen to music. So I'm always surprised when I meet people who do. Yeah, so that's just general query. How is everyone doing? And do you listen to music whilst you write? Plain. Why? Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this so far. Now I really want to play D&D. I do recommend it, actually. Though I would recommend Call of Cthulhu first to get into role-playing. Because I think it's a little less complicated in terms of the rules. I don't know if Simon would agree. But I recommend it because I feel like Call of Cthulhu got me more into tabletop RPGs with playing than D&D did. Mainly also because I'm very, very dumb when it comes to rules. So it takes a lot for me to understand the rules of the game. The cat machine going off. Was going well here too. Thing is, I sometimes need specific input from my players and they won't reply. Damn it. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, there's so many times when I ask people like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? 5 hours later. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm like, oh, I've been sat wondering for 5 hours now, or I've changed it by that point. I'm like, God damn it. Tia, I had a 500-word ramble, which I'm probably going to scrap, but I don't outline, so this is how I come up with ideas. Honestly, I hear you, and honestly, don't get rid of it. I think there's a thing, when you've come up with things that feel like a ramble, keep it and then open a new document and kind of transfer it over and rework it. I always say don't delete anything if you think, if there's a chance that it could work somewhere, keep it in a separate document. Like I keep so many different drafts and documents. I've got so many Word documents of the same novel re-edited because I don't edit in the same Word doc that I've written out first of all. I basically copy and make a new one and then edit that one. So I don't want to lose the different progress that I've made so I can see how it's changed. As well as the fact that if I edit something, I'm like, oh, actually, no, I liked it before. I can then undo it. From SR, developed a good flow. Very nice. I'm glad to hear that. I start daydreaming if I listen to music. I hear that a lot from other writers. It's just that they can't focus if they're listening to music. My case is that I can, but it's got to be a specific playlist. So actually, I'll see if I can show it to you guys. So this is it. So this isn't all of them, but if I put it here, does that work? Yeah, minus the window. Focus in on it, camera. There we go. Slightly. Okay, there we go. So I have, these are 4 different books I'm working on at the moment. So there's one called A Perfect Liar, Champagne Problems, Home to the Wild, Way of the Wild. And I have playlists specific to all of these books that I can only listen to that playlist if I'm writing that book. And it kind of tells the story through the music. So So that I can do. I can't listen to general music. I have to listen to that specific playlist. What's this? Yes, but I sometimes have to sacrifice some writing because I get too distracted. Yeah, I can hear. I hear that. That makes a lot of sense. I'm moving a hero to a later placement in the timeline. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, there's so many different ways that you can structure a story and moving different characters around. It's a lot of fun. Totally. D&D can be super complicated, so I do think something simpler might be better to begin with. I don't know Call of Cthulhu, how the Hades you spell it. Honestly, I don't know how to spell it half the time. I only know how to spell it now because my phone autocorrects it to the correct way of spelling. But like Cognate Roleplay seems a great entry point to me. Have yet to try it though. No, I haven't tried that game either, the Cognate Roleplay. The only reason I know Call of Cthulhu is because I did writing for role-playing games as part of one of my modules at university when I did my creative writing degree. So we worked more with Call of Cthulhu than we did with D&D. The only other one that we worked with was the basic role-playing, which was Chaosium, which is still connected to Call of Cthulhu. So we did basic role-playing systems with Chaosium. So that was the only other role-playing system I was used to. But Call of Cthulhu is the one where I've gotten into most because that's where I've had most of my writing opportunities as well. Like the short story I had published last year, which I think I've got a book here actually. Yes, under a bunch of PP. So the short story in this. There we go. Sun, yeah. And then I've also got a Call of Cthulhu scenario that's coming out. I think it'll probably be publishing this year. I don't actually know. But it was a Kickstarter that was done. So Call of Cthulhu, I feel like, especially for a writer, you have more opportunities to work with that system more than you do D&D. So if anyone is looking to publish Call of Cthulhu-based, tabletop RPG-based work, I recommend looking into Call of Cthulhu because I feel like you get more writing opportunities for that company, so with Chaosium specifically. And I think eventually when you kind of build up your name, you could probably get into D&D after that as well. I don't really know the process that well. I only know what I know. So that was a little bit of a ramble there. But I hope this has been useful for you. Like, it sounds like people were doing pretty well with their projects so far. So I'm hoping this sprint thus far has been pretty good. I'm still planning to get that Cthulhu book. Yes, no. So the hard copy was only available to the authors, but I think so. The PDF version of it is out. I don't know when the hard copy will be coming out. So like the paperback or the actual hard copy. I don't know when that will be out. There's been a few issues with the publication aspect of it. But hopefully further news will be out about that in future. But when you do, drop me a message on Instagram or something. I would love to know what you all have thought of it. I think my story's at the end. Hold on, is my story at the end? That's a good question. Oh my god! Just noticed that I got, hold on, a little stamp and a congratulations from my editor. I did not notice that until just now. I must have kept missing that page. Yeah, so I'm at the very end of the book, so that's my name there. So my story's at the very end. But I love the artwork that they did for mine. Where is it? There you go. This was the artwork that was given to my piece. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. Or writing, I definitely enjoy writing character bios. For real. This is why I love Camp Half-Blood. This is why I love Campfire Pro. Like Campfire Pro and just Campfire in general. I haven't used Blaze, but save the best for last. Yes, that is how I'm definitely going to think of it. Character bios, I think, are like some of the most interesting books. It helps you figure out your character as well, which I think is really, really important. When I used to start writing, my characters like read and felt so similar, and it was usually because I hadn't worked out how to develop their characters beyond the basicness of like their name, what they look like, and what they do. So going more into detail about your character definitely helps find a better tone of voice for them. Like the characters in this series that I'm writing at the moment, I feel like they have a really distinct voice at the moment. The only character that doesn't, ironically, is the main character, because I couldn't figure out her arc well enough. So that is going to be a big thing for the revision, is figuring out what her main character trait and her main, like, I know what her journey is, but I need to make it clearer, especially in regards to her personality. She was too up and down with her personality. At least that's what I was getting the sense of from my beta readers. So that's what I need to work on a lot. The rest of the characters have a brilliant personality, as I've been told, but the main character just needs a little bit more work. So I definitely agree with the character bios. It's a lot of fun coming up with ways to kind of discuss characters and kind of figure out who they are and what they want to do and all these sort of things. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to finish this. What I'm thinking is, hold on. True. If you have a good character, you can literally just place them in the world, throw some stuff at them and see where things go. Oh, definitely. I think that's the thing about characters, is that once you have your characters down, figuring out how they work with the world is just something that comes next. So just figuring out who your characters are helps come up with everything else. And this is the thing, I come up with like a basis of a story, but then the characters are then what I focus on what they do, what the point of them is in this story. And I think that helps. Just from Tia here. Oh, we have another sprint. Have to go eat lunch and wondering if I'll be able to rejoin again afterwards. We will do shortly. I think it will be the last one. What I may do is do it for about, if everyone's comfortable, for like an hour and 15 minutes. So if we go again like now, if we then finish an hour and 15 minutes from now, so not on the hour this point, but the next hour. So here in the UK, that would be 5 o'clock. I don't know what time that would be for everyone else, but hopefully that means you'll have time to have lunch and then come back. If not, if more people want to keep going after that, I'm kind of happy to keep going because I'm doing pretty well. I haven't done any of the editing that I was intending to do, which is ironically what this sprint title is named. But yeah, if you want to go grab lunch, what we'll do is actually we'll chat for another 15 minutes, I think, and then on the hour we'll do an hour sprint. So Tia, if you go grab some food now and go eat, come back, and then we'll probably be diving in there. So just come back and dive into writing then, if that works for you. Just not saying that's the best way to go about it, but it works. Definitely, I think kind of having the basis of what your characters are going to be like is really, really helpful for figuring out the story as a whole. How do you research characters you don't relate to? That's a good question. I would say reading a lot more, or just kind of even just watching TV shows and stuff like that. So different fictional media that you can look into to see what these characters are like. So for example, for me, I find it really difficult to write straight characters because I'm gay, so it's easier for me to write gay characters. But I have side characters who are heterosexual. So, well, it's kind of easy to find heterosexual characters because that's media. But I watch a lot of, from watching a lot of shows and reading a lot of books that have heterosexual main characters, I can kind of get a sense of how to understand and present heterosexual characters and who they are beside the whole sexuality side of things. Just from this, I pretty much just joined because I love your channel content. I'm so confused as to what this is. Sorry. So we're doing writing sprint. So basically everyone here is writing something of their own. So I'm working on one of my novels. Currently we're just having a little chat before, so some people can grab something to eat, and then at exactly on the dot of the hour, so here in the UK that'd be 4 o'clock, we're going to go in for a 1 hour long writing sprint of just trying to bosh out the last of whatever we want to do, and then we're going to end for the day. So it's basically, even if it's homework that you want to do, or you just have like a project you need to work on, that's what we're doing right now. It's just working on that together, sort of in silence, and just kind of boshing it out and kind of working together in a sense. I think I'm going to have the the enjoy Fran be a lesbian, like her namesake. I appreciate that. If I'm a lesbian in this with my namesake, I will just buy it on the spot. I'm like, hey, it's a real me in a book. I'm buying this. Very carefully by talking to people who do relate. That as well. Sensitivity readers are a huge thing. If you are writing, for example, a lesbian character, speak to more than one lesbian in your life to look at the book after, so both before and after writing. Get the information that you can, write it out, and then get someone to read it over after you've finished so they can tell you whether or not you've gotten it right. Basically, don't try and be like the whole men writing female characters situation where there's an entire Reddit thread based on terrible portrayals of men writing women. Don't be like them. Do your research before and after and get people to read it over. And when in doubt, don't go too deep anyway. I feel it's best not to represent aspects than to misrepresent them. That definitely makes sense. I think the thing with this is like, don't write about oppression, for example. If you are writing a gay character, totally fine. Do your research anyway by getting sensitivity readers, like having gay people come to read the stories. But do not write about the experience of being gay or the oppression that gay people face if you yourself are not gay. It'd be like me, like a white woman here in Britain, writing about a black woman living through the Jim Crow era in America. I'm not American, I'm not black, I don't have that experience, I have no right to discuss that situation. So write what you know, but also if you want to branch out, do your research, but also don't try and take the conversation from those who deserve to tell it because it's their story. And hopefully that makes sense. That sounds like a fun time. I'll grab a writing pad in a second. Thanks for taking the time to explain. No worries at all. I've been popping things up when we go into the sprints as well for anyone who does pop in. But you can watch this back later as well if you want to. I think the whole thing is it's kind of got like a bit of an ASMR feel of like you just hear me typing. I think occasionally I have started humming because I listen to music. And it's sometimes just useful just to kind of listen to these things back later on, minus the chatting that I'm doing right now. But yeah, I find writing sprints, especially when you've got other people nearby that you can generally just interact with here and there, are really, really helpful. And I know lots of channels do things like this, like Abby Emmons, I think is her channel name. And when this is done, I'll link it below actually. Abby Emmons, I absolutely adore her channel. She does so much writing advice just in general, but she does do writing sprints too. And so I highly recommend for anyone who wants more writing sprints. So I don't do these that often, just because obviously my channel is other stuff as well. And it doesn't have the biggest draw as a whole, but it is very, very useful. And there's always someone somewhere doing a writing sprint. You can literally just type it in and there'll be people live and there'll be like past ones you can hop onto as well. But yeah, I'm just, oh my God. Okay, I need to stand for a little bit. This is actually technically a standing desk. So it does go up like this. It's just gotten caught on this though, so that's not good. That's because my thing is twisted. So it is a standing desk, which is good, but obviously because I'm on camera, I can't really use it as a standing desk. Logging on, and we're already talking about Word Garden. Word Garden, I don't know what that is. I feel really bad now. What is Word Garden? Just out of interest, but yeah, I'll probably be joining sprints more often now. This is surprisingly, oh, thank you. This is surprisingly effective, actually. Yeah, honestly, it really is. Just having the opportunity to just kind of sit down, but also knowing people are nearby, it definitely helps with like accountability in some sense. Oh no, it is a Discord server we're both on. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm on a lot of Discord servers. I hardly remember any of the names. My total bad. Just hold on. I've just had a delivery arrive. Hopefully, yeah, you guys can't see my address. Why do they just cover my? Why do they do the things so weirdly? I can't actually get into the package from how they've taped it. God damn. Let's see if technically. Hold on. I just missed the part where you talked about the subject of the sprints. I was just like sprinting. Obviously, Word Garden. Yeah, no, we are just doing a bunch of sprints at the moment. So we're doing one when it like on the hour at the moment. So some people have gone to get like lunch and stuff currently. And I'm opening a package. So we'll be doing another one. So it will be our third and probably final sprint as well, because I need to make my dinner at some point. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Didn't work. I know what this is, so I don't know why I'm like rushing to get it open, but it's another book. So Forest of the Souls by Laurie M. Lee. I love her. I'm very excited to read this, but also I bought this book firstly because she has a Rick Riordan Presents imprint book coming out near the end of this year called Pahua and the Song Garden. Oh no, I think I got that wrong. Hold on. It's in my basket on something. Let me check what it's called. I'm so sorry, I don't remember it. Pahua and the Soul Stealer. Okay, it does have soul in the title. Yeah, by Rick Riordan Presents. So it's out September. But I've heard so much. Yeah, no such thing as too many books. That is very, very true. I have so many books. I need to stop buying them at the moment though, because I've been in a huge reading slump and I have not been able to, like, other than audiobooks that I've occasionally been getting through quite well, I have not been able to read a physical book for a year. Nearly a year, because I did read Tower of Nero, actually. So yes, nearly a year I've struggled to read hard copy books for like so long, and it's so stressful because I keep buying more and I'm like, why am I buying more when I can't read them at the moment? Yes, definitely the keyboard sounds made me focus on the writing when I got distracted. Totally. It is so useful. Even though I can't hear anything, I can hear my typing. I know, well, in this case, I know people are watching. I know people are going to be aware if I stop. Like I was having to respond to some messages and I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I should be working. People are focusing. By Rick Riordan Presents. Yeah. So this is the book that she's done. This is actually part of a series. I think the second book came out this year. But I believe it's I can't remember what mythology it is, which I should because of reasons. Oh, it doesn't actually say. That's annoying. Which one is it? I know it's Asian mythology, but I don't know which Asian mythology is, and I feel really bad. Damn it. Bahua and the Soul Stealer. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce that. Hmong mythology or Hmong mythology? I'm not too sure. Sorry. Also, I get the whole reading something. I've been trying to read 3 different books and I can't make progress on any of them. Seriously, I think it's the pandemic. Like, I've struggled so much to read during this pandemic. Though I keep buying more books, which, probably doesn't help. But no, that's besides the point. After I finish my writing for today, I'll be starting the Kyoshin novels. Yes! So glad to hear that. Honestly, I love them so much. I have talked about them in an upcoming video, which won't be out for a while. I recorded 2 videos before doing this writing sprint. One video that'll be coming out next week, which is in regards to a secret project at the moment that, well, it's not really a project, but then it kind of is. Anyway, I'm looking forward to being able to release that so people can find out what it is. I can't really say anything except it's related to Pride Month, and that's all I can say. But yes, I'm very excited to be able to announce that next week. I think we've got 5 minutes left, and then hopefully anyone who needed to eat will have eaten, and then we'll do our last sprint of an hour. I think we've worked it up quite well. We did half an hour, about 40 minutes, and then we're going to an hour. Hopefully we'll have all gotten some stuff done. I want to get another chapter boshed out. It's very exciting. And then I'm going to have dinner, and then I'm going to do some of my Korean classes because I haven't done any for a while. I mean, learning Korean, and it's like, I'm dyslexic in general, and the Hangul, so the written language, is so hard to learn. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. I've got it up. Actually, hold on. I'll turn my camera. Oh no, that's not my camera. Hold on. If I do this, you can see, well, you can't actually see what's on the wall. So all this is the Hangul that I'm learning. So I've put it all on my wall there so I can continue to test myself. Can I get closer so you guys can see it better? Oh, not really. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to learn the language. Admittedly, it's really difficult, but it's a lot of fun learning it. So I've really enjoyed getting the hang of it, even though it's taken a long time. Hold on, okay, just messed up my camera by accident then. That's one of the 3 books I was talking about. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize you were reading the Kyoshi books. I hope when you're able to get out of your writing something, you'll be able to enjoy them, because I love the Kyoshi novels so much. Total controversial opinion, but I think the Kyoshi novels are better than both of the Avatar shows. I think the books are better than the shows. But I'm not going to say anything further because I don't want to start a fight. But yeah, hold on. I'm going to have this biscuit actually, and then. Mm-hmm. I think more people are discovering the Kyoshi novels at the moment, which is amazing. I shouldn't have eaten that biscuit. It's so dry. Oh, 100%. I try to do that as well. I'm listening to the audiobooks at the moment. And I'm listening to... What is it that I'm listening to at the moment? I am reading currently The Farthest Shore by Ursula Le Guin. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, Simon. I hope you've had a good writing session, and hopefully I'll do another one of these soon. So enjoy and have a good day. And to everyone else who is staying, get your keyboards, your pens or paper if you're doing it by hand, which if you are, huge props, because that is intense. I think it helps that people are starved for new Avatar content. Facts. Although I wish they were starved from Avatar content by watching more of my videos. Watch my videos, guys. But yeah, all right, everyone. Let's get ready for the next sprint. We're going to go till the next hour. So that's UK time, 5 p.m. I don't know what that is for everyone else, but let's just let go. Oh, why is my thing not playing? No. There we go. All right. Oh, all right. Sorry, everyone. I went a little bit longer than intended. Well, 5 minutes longer, but still technically longer than intended. I think most people may have left at this point, but yeah, that is the end of the writing sprint for today. I have done 3 chapters. I have just finished sequence 1 of this chapter. Of this book that I'm working on. I'm raring to go into sequence 2. I'm so ready, but also I need to revise book 1, and I'm feeling really good. Hold on. Oh yeah, all good. I was just dropping by it. That's all good. I didn't mean to sound rude before with the staff Avatar. Oh no! Seriously, no. Don't worry. That was more me joking about the fact that there are more Avatar YouTubers at the moment, so my content isn't getting as many views as it used to. But it's all good. No, don't worry about it. But you meant official content. Yeah, no, I totally get that. And hopefully we'll have some more soon for Avatar content. But don't worry. I hope everyone's had a good time with these writing sprints and being able to get the writing that they wanted to get done. I'm feeling pretty happy with what I've been able to do. I've been doing this for 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Definitely was intense. That's exactly right, SR. Honestly, I'm feeling really good about what I've gotten out here. I'm so glad to have finished sequence 1. I can't believe I finished like one of the first parts of this sequel novel. I just need to revise book 1 to make sure everything is all sorted. This was one of your first time doing one of these. Oh, that's brilliant. I hope this has been good. I'll definitely plan on doing more of these in future, I think. It's useful for me and it seems to be useful for others as well. So I'm glad, hopefully that it was useful for you and for everyone else who is here. It's been a whirlwind over time. It's these things are a lot of fun. There are lots of other people who do these as well, so I don't do them that regularly. So if you do want to do writing sprints in future, people I do recommend who I do know do it are Abby Emmons. Oh gosh, what is it? There is another YouTuber, Kelly something. I'll pop all the other people who I know who do writing sprints after this in the description box, so you guys can go check them out. Just from Tia here, this is my first writing sprint. It's really helpful. I usually struggle to focus while writing. I totally get that. Writing sprints are honestly so useful. This is the most amount of writing. So how many words have I managed to do? Actually, that's a good question. Word count. So I have managed to do. I was at 2,000 words. I'm now at 7,000 words. So I've managed to bosh out 3, 4, 5, 5,000 words today. 5,000 words today. That's a lot. Oh my gosh. But knowing other people are kind of like on the chat here is really beneficial. It helps a lot. No, it kind of keeps you accountable, I think, is the thing. Knowing there are other people writing and working, it keeps you aware that you need to do stuff. If anyone has Clubhouse, there are lots of groups on Clubhouse that do writing sprints as well. But I find the visual ones a little bit easier because you can look to see, oh, someone's working, I should be working sort of situation. Whereas in my case, it's more, I'm like, oh, I know people are watching. I need to be writing because otherwise, people will know because they can see me. But I'm glad it's been helpful for a lot of people. Maybe I will do more of these in future, even if I'm like releasing my regularly scheduled content, maybe like on Sundays after I've released a video on Saturday, I'll do like a writing sprint on Sunday or something. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, maybe also what I may do is like where I've discussed stuff to do with my writing in these writing sprints, I may just like do like short edit versions of just like all the conversations that we've had as well for people to review, just to kind of document my writing journey as well. Just a general question for everyone here. I know some of you folks are here just for Avatar or for Percy Jackson, which I will be doing more Percy Jackson content in future, hopefully soon. But would you be interested in more writing related content as well? So things discussing how my writing's going and things like that alongside the sprints as well. Like, would that be of interest to you? That's just a general question. Just from SR here to see mine's 2 + 4 + 6 pages. Oh, very nice. That's well done. I appreciate that. This has been helpful and it's been able to get you quite a few pages done, so that was really good. But yeah, I'm glad this has been useful for other people. I don't think many people joined from the first writing sprint I've done. This is the only second writing sprint video that I've done. So I'm glad more people have joined, and it's been of more use to folks than maybe the first one was. So I'll probably do more of these in future if this is something that you would like to see. And maybe just general writing videos as well. There is, I'm gonna feel really bad that I don't remember her channel name. Has she done something recently? I don't actually know. It's a good question. I think it'd be interesting to get more info from you. Oh, that's great. That's really good. Yeah, some writing content would be cool. All right, for sure. I will definitely have to do that. I've got a few things that I'm doing which would be like reading related, but hopefully I'll be able to do some general sort of info. What is her channel name? I think it begins with a K. Hold on, so I'm just trying to find you someone who does like lots of other writing related content. I found her channel really recently. What is it? Kelly Tai. Tai as in Tai. I hope I'm saying her last name right, actually. I'll just pop that in here. People to follow for writing. Abby Emmons and Kelly Tai. Okay, there we go. I just popped it in the chat for everyone to see. I'd like to see him join more. Okay, for sure. That is good to know. I would definitely be doing more writing sprints in future, as well as just general writing content at the same time, especially to update with things that are going on, because I do so many things. Hold on, I'll pop this up here. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm glad this has been useful for you lot. This has definitely been useful for me. I can't believe I finished Sequence 1. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so for anyone who is watching who isn't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you want to. It doesn't really matter. Afterwards, if you're able to put in comments, maybe drop a comment as well, just to help with the algorithm, because the algorithm hates me. Hit the notification bell for when I do one more of these live videos in the future. That way you'll get notified. Any writer friends that you have that you think may be interested in this, let them know of my channel. And stay tuned, because next week I have a very, very exciting announcement in a video that will be following from then. For the whole month of June for Pride Month. So anyone who is interested in diving in and learning more about the LGBT plus community, or just getting more LGBT plus content, info for that will be coming out next Saturday or this Monday/Tuesday from patrons. And yeah, so this has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone who's joined in for the writing sprint. I'm glad it's been useful. It's been a lot of fun for me, and yeah, I think that's where we're going to end sort of this situation here. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Keep writing as well. Doing writing sprints is setting certain amounts of time. So like we did, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. Keep doing the same for yourself, even outside of this, and see how well you do. And we'll hopefully do this again in the future. So it's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to doing it again. And I hope it has been useful for everyone who is watching. I'm going to do my little goodbye here, which is be sure to check out my social media in the description box, my Patreon if you want to support me that way. Again, hit subscribe, notification bell. I hope you great. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.